Hello and welcome to another episode of Spill the Tea with Kirsty and Bo. And Bo's not here today. As you can see, I'm with the beautiful...
Actually, I am here, guys. What's up? How are we? Alright, so today we're interviewing Rachel Sutton.
I am. Do you see how Bo just always pops in? Like he's not even ready to be here. Get out.
I think this is a female conversation, and you gotta... I'm gonna watch this one back so you guys enjoy.
Beautiful. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye, Bo.
Bye-bye.
But welcome to our beautiful podcast with Rachel Sutton. She is an incredible boss babe business owner. She owns two incredible businesses, 1111 Lab and Perth VIP Club. Welcome to the show, Rachel. First of all, I just want to know, who the fuck is Rachel Sutton?
So I am Rachel Sutton. I have multiple businesses, properties, investments, and I'm just Mrs. Worldwide. I'm literally Mrs. Worldwide. I'm everywhere in the world. I'm doing everything with everyone. I know everybody. But mainly, I just love doing business, connecting with people. And yeah, started off there and then joined the British Army. So lived while around the UK.
How did you get in the army?
Yeah, everything that I do in business, it's kind of I've not gone, I want to go and start a business, what shall I do?
Yeah.
It's just naturally happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first day I started selling the products and the messages coming in oh my God, you've changed my life. And I'm like, yes, that is why I like skincare.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Spill the Tea with Kirsty and Bo. And Bo's not here today. As you can see, I'm with the beautiful...
Actually, I am here, guys. What's up? How are we? Alright, so today we're interviewing Rachel Sutton.
I am. Do you see how Bo just always pops in? Like he's not even ready to be here. Get out.
I think this is a female conversation, and you gotta... I'm gonna watch this one back so you guys enjoy.
Beautiful. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye, Bo.
Bye-bye.
All right. So anyway, thanks for running my intro, Bo. But welcome to our beautiful podcast with Rachel Sutton. She is an incredible boss babe business owner. She owns two incredible businesses, 1111 Lab and Perth VIP Club. Welcome to the show, Rachel.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
I literally flew all the way to Bali just for this privilege.
Isn't it crazy? We're in Bali.
We're in Bali.
And if you guys are actually watching this, she's got the most amazing skin right now. And she's in Bali and she's got the most glowing skin. And what is that? What is that?
I mean, I have been doing skincare for a little bit now, and the 1111 Lab products are actually insane. So there is a 2-0 on my skin other than a serum and a BB cream.
That is incredible. And considering you're in Bali, where it's so moist.
Yeah, and I've literally just been on a bike, and smashed by trees.
Yeah.
Literally, you're on the back of a bike and there's trees hitting you.
When it's racial, we don't know what kind of trees we're talking about. Are they real trees or big tree?
Not a big tree, an actual tree.
Love that. All right. Well, we're going to get into today's episode, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions and stuff. So first of all, I just want to know who the fuck is Rachel Sutton? We've had many conversations, and it's only been over a short time that I'll find out another piece of you, You'll be like, yeah, I did that. I'm like, what do you mean you did that? Where did you come from? Tell me a little bit about your background. Who is Rachel?
Who is Rachel? This is what everybody wants to know, right?
Yes.
Well, it depends what day it is, but...
So true.
No, so I am Rachel Sutton. I have multiple businesses, properties, investments, and I'm just Mrs. Worldwide. I'm literally Mrs. Worldwide. I'm everywhere in the world. I'm doing everything with everyone. I know everybody. But mainly, I just love doing business, connecting with people. Meeting you guys is amazing.
Yep.
And
you actually met first, I met you first at a networking event.
Literally, it was a book launch.
Yes,
we met at a book launch.
Yeah, we met at the book launch. Yeah, MG. We see you. And then you came to the Drake, so we had a Drake event.
Yeah, because these guys were literally doing the event that I wanted to do. So I wanted to do the VIP box as an event for Perth VIP Club, and you guys were like, "Oh, we're doing it," and I was like, "Okay, well, let's go to yours instead then." But it's actually impossible. Like, it's actually crazy that you managed to pull that off, because you have to own the box to be able, like...
The crazy thing is that was a whole crazy moment anyway. I can't even remember. I don't even think we were in Perth at the time. I think it was in Thailand. We were in Thailand, and someone said Drake was coming, and then Ori's friend had a box. Yeah, and he happened to message us, and we're like, holy shit. Like, we need to do some cool, crazy event. We've never done it before. We've done our own events, but nothing like that. You know, ours was breathwork events. And yeah, and then you're like, I put the thing up, and you're like, okay, I'll come. I'm like, really? And I was like, oh my God, babe, Rachel Sutton's coming to the Drake. Like,
I was like, how do you even remember me? Like, you were just all around the world. Like, you had a lot going on that day. You were just like, I'm busy.
yeah.
But yeah, I went to that. I drank like 20 bottles of champagne in true chaos style and don't really remember anything.
Yeah, I do say that she did ask me what kind of champagne is it, real champagne? And I'm like, well, I'm not actually a big drinker, so I'm like, I don't know. So I just sent her the list, and she's like, yeah, that's real champagne.
Yeah, because I hate it. I actually hate it. Dubai was one of the actual culprits. When I went to the Burj, and you go to at the top, and they're like, pay extra, you get a glass of champagne at the top. Yes, 100%, sign me up. Get to the top, hand me Prosecco. No thanks. No thanks. I was fuming.
That's what?
I wasn't as regulated then, but I was actually fuming. I looked at it and I was like, that's Prosecco.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, no, champagne. I was like, don't tell me, hon.
You're like,
that is not champagne.
That is. I know my champagne. I know my alcohol. I know my wines. That's
I wanted the champagne.
Where are you from? So what's the accent, Kelly?
You know, my accent is a little bit husky because, you know, I talk a lot of shit. But I'm from England, Mansfield specifically. Nobody knows what that is. Nobody admits to being from there. I definitely haven't slept with my cousin, so that's why I got out. But yeah, Nottinghamshire. And yeah, started off there and then joined the British Army. So a little while around the UK.
How did you get in the army?
It's funny actually, because when I was growing up, my parents weren't very good role models. Sorry, mum and dad. Not that you have the internet. Yeah, they weren't very good role models for me. Like, I grew up thinking, I do not want to end up like that. Like, I do not want to be like you. So that was always my driving factor, was like, I'm going to do better than this. And the only like good role models that I had in my life at the time was my uncles. So 2 of my uncles, the ones that were doing good, like had money, like the rich uncles, they joined the army, did 20 years, and then they joined the prison service. So I was like, yeah, sit down, I'm just going to do that.
Wow.
Well, I also was in cadets as a kid because I'm a little bit of a boy, so.
I was in cadets.
Look.
Yes, that is so funny.
Yeah, so everyone, I did Girls Brigade for a bit and I was like, making bracelets, this is shit, like, let me go get in some mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, what cadets were you in?
That was back in Twizel, so I didn't even know Australia had cadets. It wasn't Australia, it was New Zealand. Yes, that was New Zealand. And so yeah, so I did Girl Guides first, then I went to cadets, and this is so funny because this is what I mean. Bori keeps finding out was Europe. I literally flew a glider, like a glider plane, like that was what? That was just like,
well, I've literally flew a military Apache. Literally flew.
Or the background stories of the
because I am actually just a necky person. So even when I'm in Bali and we're going to Gilly Tea, like there was one time I go to the captain that was driving the boat and I'm like, I want to go to the cockpit. I want, or whatever you call it. I want to go in there. They've got like leather seats and all stuff in there.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to go in there. And he was like, okay, come in. So I was literally in with the driver, giving me bintangs, like having a great time.
Oh, so when
when I came back from Gilly Tea, the guys came and escorted me. So I was with Sam, my marketing guy.
Yeah.
And we walk on the thing and 2 guys just come and they're like, Miss Rachel, follow us. And Sam was like, are we in trouble? And he was like, the captain has requested you. And I was like, he remembered me. That's how good is that?
Of course. As you know, Rachel, everyone is going to remember Rachel. She's like pretty memorable.
And Sam's following me with this giant camera while these 2 guys are escorting me to the like boss's office. And everyone's just like, who is she? Is she famous? Like, they're recording a show? No, it's just me and Sam. And Bali.
That is hilarious. When you were in the military, like, what did you do there?
So I was a combat HR specialist. Yeah, I can speak. I was a combat HR specialist and went to Afghanistan twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I came out last night.
Did you like fight in the war or like what happened?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Women aren't allowed on the front line, but yeah, I was a female searcher for my first tour. So, yep, I was out there in the villages.
So what was it like? The first time that you like had to go away, like what was the feelings in there? Were you excited or was it scary? Like, what did you feel?
I didn't really feel anything. I guess I was excited.
Yeah.
I was excited to go see what it was like. Like, I love traveling. I'm like, oh, we're in an airplane, going traveling.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, it was a whole thing. When my dad, we never went on holiday as kids, like, we couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So my dad would always say to me, oh, we're going to go to the airport and watch the planes go off. We're going to go to the airport. And I'm like, yeah, go on. He never took me. And I was like, I'm going to take myself on. So
Yeah.
part of joining the army was to travel the world. Wow. And then one of the first planes I get on is like, hey, we're going to Afghan. Don't die.
Why didn't you go yet? What?
I did 7 months the first time, and then I did another 8 months.
No way. So you go over there literally your full 7 months.
Yeah. Well, you have a 2-week break in between, but I chose mine to be like really close to the end. So I basically did 6 months straight, 2 weeks at home, come back for 4 weeks, and then I was done.
Wow.
Because like, obviously people have families and like get bored and shit. So I'm like, oh, you go. Yeah, do whatever you want, Etiquette.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even want art now.
So what would be like a typical day, like a standard day there for you? Like, what would it look like? What time you get out? What do you do?
Well, I was a bit of a psychopath when I was in Afghanistan. Obviously, no alcohol, so I had really crazy routine. We'd get up, do insanity.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I thought I haven't heard that word for years. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'd have the
best
house. Yeah. We literally we'll have the laptop set up. Yeah. And we're just like jumping around like mad people.
Yeah.
And then going to like the office. If we're doing an office day, go into the office.
Yeah.
And then go after work. We'd finish, like me and my boss Sam. She would be like, yeah, let's do 5K on the rower, 5K on the walk, 5K on the bike. So we just do like a triathlon after work. Then we go and play volleyball. If you're in camp. If you're out camp, then it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Just walking for days.
And just like searching.
No, so as a female searcher, I'd patrol with the boys.
Okay.
And they're like, we're just going to the villages. The whole aim of us being an Afghan apparently was to stop them from creating cocaine.
What?
So they grow opium in Afghanistan.
What the hell?
And we're supposed to go there and be like, hey, don't grow drugs, grow wheat instead.
Really?
Here's some wheat.
So you're like flown over there and that's really the role that you were doing over there?
Yeah, in camp or out.
Yeah.
So basically, if we're walking through the villages and the boys come across a female, they get to be strapped with a bomb. The boys are not allowed to touch the girls, obviously. So the guys can't search a female, so the females have to search the female.
Okay.
It was scary as hell. Yeah. The first time I did it, I thought I was actually going to die.
Yeah.
Because they teach you, like, you put the hand on your shoulder and you're, like, pressing. And as I'm pressing to check that there's no bomb, she's, like, burning and choke me out. It was scary as hell.
Yeah.
I think there was another time when we were in Camp Bastion, I had an interpreter there. He actually translated this title for me.
What is that, sir?
Everything happens for a reason. Oh. And yeah, he actually tried to drive the ute into me. But he missed and blew himself up.
I did warn you guys there was going to be crazy stories because of it. Rachel, like, what do you mean?
Sorry to unveil next time.
What? So he tried to run you over and he blew himself up.
Blew himself up.
How? What?
So he shaved his head. I don't really know.
Oh my God.
The background of it, but like 40 virgins or whatever.
Yeah.
He wanted his virgins to look like me. I don't know. So yeah, he literally tried to drive into me while he was strapped and he just misjudged where I was or where the tent was that I was in.
Yeah.
Threw himself down and just bang on. That was my car as well. I had my car to drive for days.
Rude.
I literally just heard a massive bang. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Come outside. Oh shit.
That is what?
And then there was a note and they're like, yeah, he was aiming for me, but he missed.
Wow. Well, thank goodness.
Thank
goodness for that. Did I put you in the military for?
I was in for nearly 10 years.
What? 10 years?
Yeah. I've literally had 3 whole lives. So I've had like my childhood.
Yep.
Cadets, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Then I've done British Army. Yeah. Then I've had a whole underground mining career. Yeah. Literally a whole period. And now I'm just chill.
Well, I wouldn't say chilly.
I've
got no chill. It's not that is not even it's not a sentence, guys. It doesn't work together. So when you got out of the military then, what happened? What did you do? Because also after that, did you even need therapy or something like because are you very like detached from doing stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's dead weird because everyone's like, you got PTSD. And I'm like, no, I don't. I feel like my mental game is strong.
Yeah.
And I feel like your brain can control everything in your body. So if you, like, no offense, anxious girlies, but anxiety is made up You think it in your head.
Yeah.
Stop thinking it.
Yeah. But the body keeps score. So, you know, we can only out-program so much, or the body will remember it. So that's why, like, you know, if you go through a situation that, you know, you might get a feeling, and people might think it's, you know, it's actually your body's responding to it. And you will still choose to be like, 100%, you can choose to listen to that, or, you know, it can be like you can process that, you can let it go, you can, you know, do your therapy with somatic. But did you do any therapy or anything after the military?
I tried therapy once in Australia after mining.
Yep.
Not that mining was anything.
Fish. Yeah.
And it's just annoying.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you think about this thing? Or how do you feel about that? Like, give me an answer to my question. Like, should I be feeling like this? Oh, you need to answer your own. It's basically like, answer your own question. I don't want to. I want you to tell me. Yeah. I paid you to tell me, am I okay or not?
Yeah. But that's a typical boss person. So you're that's just like, hey, I'm giving the money. I want the transaction for the answer.
Yeah.
You know, but some
Here, am I okay?
yeah.
Oh, but do you feel okay? I'm like, you're fucking doing my head in.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do this roundabout thing, but
Yeah.
But the thing is, with human beings, we had so many different layers of human. And so we can say, you know, like, you're a busy person and you're a very active person. You've got multiple things going on in your life. You know, you have multiple businesses, you have multiple different friends groups. You know, you are a person that can go into Dubai, be that person, you come to Bali, be that person, you know, and you just meet people. That you're a natural source of that. But in that, human beings are still human beings, and we still have, you know, underlying patterns or habits, and they show up in different ways. And I think that's the big thing when it comes to people like us who are very strong. There comes a time when you don't always want to be strong either.
Yeah.
You know, we do want to soften, but like as, you know, you go back to your childhood, you know, the reason why you joined the army. Well, you went and seeked out your own mentors.
Yeah.
That, you know, like that is an extremely strong human being was like, I don't want to live like that. That's not what I want. I need to go and find what I need. But you could have gone the other way. I'd be like, fuck.
I could have.
Yeah.
But so I always say, like, yeah, my parents are my parents. But if it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't be who I am. 100%. And like, my dad must be smart underneath, like, everything.
Because of who you are, and you know,
yeah.
And you know, you'll probably find that you've got, you know, different sides of growth. Both parents, you know, I didn't have much to do with my dad, but yet when I found and like really talked to my dad, we had the same drug addiction. Really? And we never, like, I didn't know that was his drug addiction. You know, his thing was prescription medication, codeine, benzos and all that and stuff. So we both went to rehab for the same thing, yet we never had that conversation.
Yeah.
So, you know, that shit runs deep. Also, my dad's a massive entrepreneur, has, you know, a very successful company and stuff like that. And I get my natural work ethic from him. Probably similar if you sat down with Dad and had a conversation. And
my dad literally never worked a day.
Wow.
Well, I remember him going to work one day and then he was literally just not at work. I don't remember him working. He was always just passed out prompt.
Really?
Mum was working like 27 jobs. Dad was doing absolutely fuck all.
Very interesting, because knowing you and knowing how you do like to party and stuff like that, I feel like there's a part of you that could absolutely just stay on that path. You know, you got that path, but you seem to also pull yourself up off that path.
Well, yeah, like I've obviously seen my dad in that state for my whole entire life. I was like, say no to drugs. Obviously I was in the military. I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Everyone as a kid does drugs usually.
Yeah.
My mum never touched a drug. I seen my dad and I was like, nah, I don't want to be like that. So I literally never touched anything in my life.
Yeah. Until the books was true. Yeah. Wow.
Australia is a whole different fucking...
Australia did something to her.
My mum literally never did drugs. It's actually a funny story. I brought my mum to Bali. We went to Gaty for, I don't know if it was for a birthday or whatever. I got robbed. I got broken into in my renovation house.
Yeah.
And all my belongings, everything that I fucking loved was gone. And I was like, it's all gone now. Obviously heartbroken. But then I was just spent the whole payout on taking my whole family on like a round world trip.
Yep. So you just ran.
So then we're in Gilly.
Yeah.
And my mum's never touched a single drug in her life. So we give her a mushroom shake. Oh, Jesus. Pretty like normal in Gilly. So do a mushroom shake. So obviously mum's not going to eat a shake with like giant mushrooms floating around in it.
Yeah.
So we told her it was pineapple chunks.
Oh, God.
So I was like, Mum, here's a drink with pineapple chunks. And she's like, yum, she necked the whole thing. And I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'd never done mushrooms before. And I'm like,
So you do a Mom.
Yeah, I drug mom. Far. And then I was like, fuck, I better do it because I feel bad because I've never done it. So I'm like, we'll go through it together. And I said to my auntie, I'm like, right, you're on watch. And then everything was just hilarious. As soon as she drank the drink, she was like, I was like, what drink do you want, Mom? I'll get you another drink. She was like, sip again. I was like, no, no more. And then she was hilarious, like everything. She was like, this is amazing. And I was like, it was hilarious. She was obviously fuming at me.
Yeah, after.
In the morning, she was like,
Not in the time.
in the morning, she was like, I'm so hungry. And I'm like, oh, it would have been the mushrooms like that you had last night. She was like, I didn't have mushrooms.
So she didn't even know until the next day.
She was like, I'm so hungry. I was Googling, like, do mushrooms give you munchies? Does it? Apparently not, but it did. So I was like, I'm so hungry. We're eating breakfast. And she's like, are you going to eat that? I was like, you've already ate yours.
She was like, I want one.
She was like, I want yours.
I haven't done mushrooms or anything like that. Like, that shit just scares me. I don't like to be not in control.
Yeah, but like, it was a tiny. And I mean,
They would just, for me, no.
well, obviously my mom wasn't in control, but yeah, I didn't feel anything. I just thought everything was funny.
Yeah, so he just was like in white and
There was no like,
type thing. Oh, so it's not like,
apparently people see things and I don't know.
yeah, no, yeah, I've heard all that. That's why it's always scared me. LSD or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, that's not as if like it's sorry.
I'm a control freak.
Yeah, well, yeah, I need to be like, have the drugs that I know that's going to take me to where I need to go without.
Yeah, I know. I go, oh, yeah, she thought so. Yeah,
I can't. I would love to. And I think honestly, because my drink was spiked at 14 and I went through all of that, my drink was datura and it kept repeating for over a year. And so I think for me, I feel like that could be very, very similar, datura to ayahuasca and something like that. I would love to try it, but I don't want to. I don't want to ever not come out of it. Like, you know, and also, this is the funny thing between me and Bo. Like, when things are bad for Bo, he doesn't want to do anything. Like, but if things are good, he would want to do something. For me, I would only do something like that if my life was so bad. Like, it was like, suicide was like on the cards anyway. So like, I wouldn't.
No, that's like the worst time to do it.
But for me, it's like, well, I want to do whatever I can to get out of this. Whereas like, if I was in a good place, like, I don't want to fuck up what's great right now. You know, like, I don't want to put a span on the works. So, you know, like, that's where me and Bo are very, very different. He's like, no, if it's good, I'm going to do mushrooms. I'm like, fuck, no.
Well, I would only do it when I'm good. So if you're down, I mean, like, I don't know. I've never, in the down sat around and down spiral. But yeah, I can imagine whatever you've in at the time is what you're in.
That's exactly right. But I just kind of thought, well, if it's already bad, maybe you'll get out of it or you'll have like an enlightened moment and like all these orders will start and it's unlocking. Yeah. Or to go that way. And so I don't trust my mind when it comes to that stuff. So it does, it's definitely not a thing for me. So when you got out of the military, then what?
So while I was in the military, I flew to Australia and didn't want to leave. I did a quick flew on Christmas Day, literally on Christmas Day. It was so fun. The funnest flight I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah, everyone was like, it was like bring a family member to work day for the air hostesses.
Yeah.
And they were just like, here's a jar of vodka, go off. And I was like, sick.
You're like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Well, did you come to Perth? Like,
yeah, I came straight to Perth.
why Perth?
My ex had friends that moved out here that were in the military.
Okay.
So we came here, we had the best time ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't want to be home. But I've traveled the whole world and I always wanted to go home.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, we have to go back again and just double check. Yeah, and back again. I was like, I don't want to go home. I was like, I need to stay. So yeah, literally signed off the army to move to Australia.
Okay, well.
So it takes a year to get out of the army. When you sign off, you do another year.
Yeah.
I obviously signed off with my ex at the time.
Yeah.
My boss was like, please don't leave. His boss was like, do you want to leave early? And then, we came straight to Australia.
Yeah. It's good. That's amazing. And so you just fell in love with Perth.
Just loved Perth.
Yeah.
Hated over east. Like I travelled all the way down Sydney, no thank you. Melbourne, I'm scared. I don't know why I keep going back there because how you search.
I actually do like Melbourne. I feel like Melbourne is a vibe. There's a whole different thing. You know, there's the best coffee.
I feel like walking around, there's like big scary men everywhere.
Really?
And I feel like there's a lot of like
crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's a hip, like, it's like a Fremantle. Like, it's a Fremantle times 100.
Yeah, but with like more scarier people, not artsy.
Really? I didn't even think that with that. But Sydney, I didn't like Sydney. I never liked Sydney.
Yeah, I don't like
It's too big. I find it was like 3 hours same surgery. Just saying. Gold Coast,
get surgery.
always love Gold Coast. Gold Coast is always,
I love Gold Coast.
it's always been my run. It's always been my run to place. And then now I've gone to Miami. And Miami's fucking Gold Coast on, like, Miami's just up, right out the top, man. It's like Gold Coast times 100. So that's interesting. So then you came to Perth. Then how did you get into business?
I've actually been doing business my whole life.
Yeah.
It's funny enough. I pretty much started my first business while I was in Afghanistan.
Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less.
So I started a degree
Yeah. And what?
in business and management.
Yeah.
Then I did all the learning, but then as soon as I left Afghanistan, I was like, no, I'm social. Put that in the bin. But I still did the learning.
Yeah.
I got the foundation degree, whatever. Well, couldn't be bothered. I was like, no, I'm too social for this. While I was in Afghanistan, I was doing up like posts. I started my first online clothing boutique. It was called Pink Donut Boutique.
Love that.
And it was named after, and the logo was my dog's favorite chew toy. It was a little pink donut.
I love that.
And I took a photo of the donut, and that was the logo.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my first bit on it.
That was the logo. Just got it done. Spirit in. It just needs to be like this outlet.
There was no Instagram then. There was no ads. It was like my little business on Facebook. That was it.
Yeah.
And then it was literally me and one other clothing boutique in the UK. The internet wasn't even
Around.
I mean, it was around, but
non-dialogue. Yeah.
it wasn't that.
I'm trying to get out. It wasn't, but it wasn't a big.
It wasn't that big. Yeah, it was all like selling word of mouth. Like
Yeah.
a little bit on. I made like a Facebook page back in the day. That was like really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I made heaps of that.
Yeah.
That was my first one. Okay. Dabbled in network marketing. Forever living. Shout out aloe vera. I'm still obsessed. I feel like network marketing is a cult. You either like it or you don't.
Yeah. Well, you're either good or you're not.
Yeah,
That's really what it is. You know.
like making bank, but when I moved to Australia, no. No, I'm not going to start a whole team from scratch. Too much effort for no brain cells.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just put that in the bin.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. I did. What else did I do? But I've done so much. But the online boutique,
Yep.
network marketing. Then I come here. Oh, so yeah. When I was working underground, my skin was fucked.
Yes.
Absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
Red, like my whole face was like pink.
Yeah.
Not now like sunburn, but like actual pink. And I feel like a lot of the products on the market, they have like a lot of chemicals in them, which isn't very good for your skin anyway. But working underground with other chemicals, diesel, like explosives.
Yeah.
Diesel explosives and things like that. Like it was just clashing with the products that like whatever the product I had at the time.
Okay. Like then you mean I was clashing with the products you had on your face.
Well, yeah, so chemical versus chemical explosion, it was just killing my face.
Yeah.
So I just started mixing stuff up at home and I was like, oh, this is working. So then I formulated it. And then I started in skincare. And it was like the first ever 5 Hills decaf.
That is crazy.
And it's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming to a limit. It is amazing. It is amazing stuff. But what is incredible about that is that, you know, obviously being the founder, the story behind that, the reason why you started it is because your skin was shit.
Well, I didn't actually even want to start it.
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, how good is your skin? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just doing the same. And they're like, well, I want it. And I was like, well, I can't really just make it up at home for all of you.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you need to go make it. So I was like,
Then I was like, okay, no,
I was like, okay, I'll go make it then. Here you go, it's made.
yeah.
What else do you want?
And then boom.
Yeah, everything that I do in business, it's kind of just like, I've not gone, oh, I want to go and start a business. What shall I do?
Yeah.
It's like just, it naturally happened.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I want what you've got. And I'm like, oh, here we go. No, I've got to go make it.
Yeah.
Because someone asked me for something, I'm obviously going to give it to them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're just like, well, fuck it, let's make a business out of it.
Yeah, and the first day I started selling the products and the messages coming in like, oh my God, you've changed my life. And I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
that is why I like skincare.
Yeah.
Because if you've grown up and you've had shit skin or like it really does fuck with you if your skin isn't good.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go outside if my skin's not good.
Well, you know, until you came into my world, I didn't even know that I also get Botox, I get filler, all that kind of stuff. I'm a quick fix person. You know, like I'm just like I'm on the go 24/7. I am not a person like I'm a person. It's a person. I'm just a big one of your Indonesia. That's the thing over here. But I'm not a girl that puts makeup on all the time. I am a person who will go out with no makeup on. I don't care what I look like. I've got makeup on today because I'm in the studio.
I do don't.
Yeah, you've just got, and your face is glowing. You've just got you're literally shining in here. You're like that glowy. But for me, I was like, when you came into my world, you're like, well, if you're having Botox, you want to enhance it by having skincare.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't even think nor know about that, nor had anyone when I got Botox ever said, hey, have you got a good skincare? Because if you want to look after the Botox, you should be doing this. So that was interesting.
Yeah, it's like doing a facial and then not following that on at home.
Yeah, that's like,
But like, look, you're living proof that we're putting too much stuff on our skin.
Yeah.
Because you're using like what? Bully shampoo.
100%. Like I literally, and to be honest, I just water. Yeah. You know, also my mum, you know, she always had eczema and stuff like that. So we never had like skincare such up because, you know, and she only used aqueous cream. If you look at my mum's skin, it's phenomenal. Like she's used literally, it's called aqueous cream. It's like $8 for a tub of it that lasts like 3 months. And she is routine with it. She washes her face with it. She takes the makeup off. She puts a little bit on and her skin is flawless. Like it is amazing. And it's just because she doesn't put any other crap on it. She's never had Botox. She has less wrinkles than I do. I feel like she didn't have a stressful life like I did either. It's one thing to have a business or even the best product or service, but let's be real, when no-face Jackie32 jumps on Instagram throwing those nasty comments and you make it mean something about you, it doesn't matter how good your business is, you will crumble. That's why you need us.
Welcome to We Breathe Success, the ultimate experience for aspiring business owners, entrepreneurs, and coaches who are ready to break through to the next level.
Hi, I'm Kirsty Waddingham.
And I'm Bo Drury.
We're not just any mindset business mentorship, we are the world's best when it comes to mindset, breakthrough, and transformation.
Our approach combines breakthrough breathwork, powerful mindset techniques, manifestation, and strategic business coaching, setting you up for each week for success and action.
If you're truly serious about unlocking explosive growth, you're in the right place.
Success starts with one essential foundation, your mindset. Without it, even the best business strategies will fall apart.
That's why we go deeper than traditional coaching. We offer advanced biohacking and mindset reprogramming.
Your network is your net worth, and now you have access to ours. With all of this, success isn't just a possibility, it's your only option.
We're here to help you break through your old limits, step into extraordinary success, and create unstoppable momentum for growth. We cover it all: mindset, somatic strategy, community, and connection.
So are you ready to be the leader, visionary, and powerhouse that you were meant to be? Click the link below. Let's book a call.
Yeah, should agree, disagree with that. But that is literally proof why you don't need to do a 27-step skincare routine. And everyone's putting all these chemicals on their faces, making them older.
Yeah.
You're putting nothing on, your skin's great, like you look young. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the reason I just put some Botox. I just put some Botox on. Yeah.
Just want to, you know.
So yeah, that is literally why I'm an advocate for natural skincare. Yeah. So it's like having nothing on, but obviously there's something.
Yeah.
You still want to feed your skin a bit of moisture and like hydrate, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, less is more. Less is more.
Yeah.
And we don't want all those chemicals in our skin. A lot of them are carcinogenics.
Yes, isn't that interesting? So, and the thing is, the more I've gone into, like I'm on peptides and stuff like that now, and the more I've gone down that rabbit hole, like gut health. This year, my biggest thing was health and wealth. And I really wanted to understand like gut health. I wanted to know all the things that was going into my body. You know, like cutting out like sugar. It was a big one. Like, you know, sugar's my biggest problem for me.
Sugar is the devil.
Yeah, sugar is more addictive, and it is more addictive than heroin. You know, and I used to do seminars on this. You know, when I was a personal trainer and I was working on the oil rigs, I always used to talk about all the things that sugar was in. And it was my number one thing. I just gone off a 21-day challenge, and I'm still doing no sugar. I've had we had it the other night and had a massive headache afterwards. Yeah, because I like reintroduced it. Yeah, you know, and my sleep was shocking. Actually, that was the night before Finn's because we got so sick. So that was what I think really true.
I know. Also, I was sick because and the dumplings. Yeah, I know.
It was. We think it's because we came and ate a whole lot of sugar. We were so ill, we could not see. So it was from that. You know.
So I didn't even eat.
Yeah, and not at all. You know what was sick as gold. And then he was like, "Do you think it's dumplings?" I was like, "I think it's all the sugar we just ate."
Yeah, because that's what I said to Cass when Cass messaged me. She was like, "The guy's sick," and I was like, "What did they eat?" And no, I ate with them. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, am I sick?" No, I don't get sick. Yeah. That's a choice as well. Like, I feel like if you tell yourself you're sick, you make yourself
100%.
I'm like, I don't get sick. Yeah, don't get sick.
Yeah, it's like when I get migraines and I'm like getting them, I'm like, not today. Yeah. And then somehow I can magically turn it off. And other days, like, I keep it, doesn't matter, you have time to have migraines.
Well, also, I actually think I manifested you guys sick. Yeah, by accident. Because when I got to Bali, I was like, everyone's so wholesome here. No one's actually going to want to come to Finn's with me. And in my head, I was like, nobody's going to want to come to Finn's. Nobody's going to want to come to Finn's. Because everyone's like not drinking, doing business and stuff. Yeah. And so am I at the minute. But that was like my one day to like have a few drinks, connect with everyone. I'm like, nobody's gonna come.
Yeah.
And nobody came. Little Cass came.
Yeah, there Cass. Yeah, thanks, Dad.
But like, do you think that's weird? Because that was literally my thoughts were like,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna want to come because they don't want to drink.
Yeah. And then it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, it's my fault.
Yeah. I did this. Well, you know what? And this is what we always say, like, you're manifesting every single day with every little day, you know? And so people sit there and be like, oh, you know, manifestations are the wrong shit. I'm like, bro, you're doing it every day.
That is how important it is to have like boss or
Thoughts, you know, like,
and how you talk to yourself.
yeah. And that's why we always teach, like, when we recess, life audit, business audit, friend audit, like, get the toxic people out of your life, the toxic environments, the situations, any of that kind of stuff. Like, you should be consistently auditing everything because you're manifesting more of that. If you sit there and complain, guarantee something shit is in a day.
It's all a perspective, isn't it? Like how you look at things.
100%.
Like you're like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. Instead of like, why did that happen to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that happened to me because what?
Because X, Y, and Z, like, we would not be where we are today if all those things hadn't happened in my life. I would not be the person I am today. I wouldn't be respected on stage if I hadn't gone through all the things that I'd gone through, because that's what gave me credibility. Yeah. And the interesting thing about that is I remember when I went through a really, really bad toxic relationship, and a lot of people followed me through that time, and it was about 9-10 years ago now. And a friend at that time said to me, stop talking online, stop sharing this, you know. And for me, I was like, I'm going to continue to tell my story because people looked after me being inspirational and positive and stuff all the time, and I wasn't. Like, I was in a really, really bad place, and I never wanted anyone to ever look at my life and think it was unattainable, you know. I always wanted to be like, you know, attainable, and like, you know, anyone could do the things I've done. We're all got challenges, you know, 100%. All got challenges. And with that, like, what is one of the biggest challenges that you have found in business, but then you got through it? Can you pinpoint like a time in your life?
I feel like a business doesn't really challenge me that much. I just love it.
Yeah.
Well, one thing in my life that has been super challenging was moving to Australia and just not. So when I was in the British Army, I was like, everyone came to me. I was doing their admin. I was getting people extra money. I was running the bar, doing the events. I was doing everything. So everyone just came to me. Like, as soon as it hit the weekend, knock off Friday, Rach, what we're doing? I was like at the center of the world.
Yeah. And
everyone just came to me. It was so easy. And I'm just like, yeah, follow me, hun. Yeah, let's go. And then I moved to Australia and I'm like, everyone's just not coming to me. What's going on? And it took me like 10 years to go through a whole fucking routine of, oh, I make this person like me. Oh, I make this person like me. But I don't know if I even like them. So I was just being who I thought everyone wanted me to be because I was in a world where I was like, oh my God, what is going on? All these people aren't just coming to me anymore.
Yeah.
And then I got so lost in like, who even am I? I'm in the world. What am I doing?
Yeah.
And then it's only like the last couple of years where I was like, no, this is who I am. And now I've just attracted the best people.
Yeah.
And now I've got the best like circle of people around me, like the best.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. But in the whole way to get to that was, challenging.
Yeah. And is that interesting because you had to shed many of your identities during that? Like, you know, that was a time of your life where you had to shed like who you were back there, coming here, also then trying to find yourself, like, fuck, who am I? And, you know, feel yourself doing things. You're like, I don't even like that. Why did I say that?
Yeah, and even leaving the army. And then I'm like, oh, so what do I do now? Because the army's not like a job.
Yeah.
It's like a whole way of life.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm going to do recruitment. And I was doing car sales. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm in Australia. I'm working every fucking day of the week, selling cars to people I don't even like.
Yeah. So you're a salesperson here as well?
Yeah. I actually started in recruitment because they gave me a laptop, a phone, and a car.
Yeah.
And I was like, look at me, I'm so cool, I've got a car.
Yeah. Well, it does feel pretty cool about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's there. Yeah. I'm pretty fond of car, guys. And I'm fine. Check out my laptop.
Yeah, but I hated it because recruiting is based around lies. So, well, the company I worked for was based around lies. You must set these KPIs, pretend that you've got a job, interview people for it. I'm like interviewing someone for a fake job. What? That is not in mine. It's about a bingo card. Like, yeah, I don't do well at lying. Yeah. And it wasn't until I interviewed someone, she reminded me of my mom, and I was like, I can't get see me. Check it. Yeah. Also, she was like, I just really need to earn money. And I was like, nah, I'm out. Can't do this anymore. Yeah. But yeah, so did recruitment, sold cars.
Yep. Sure, I must do. Perfect. you know what? I actually worked at Kia Sports.
No, I've had the same life as me though.
This is because this is a so wild.
Apart from the army, like we've both been in mining.
Yep, I did aviates.
Water ski, eat accurate. Ew. But
Was this? I had limited options, like. So I was like in a small. Because I don't think that was not a thing.
like, is it not?
Nah, I don't I think you had to be in the city for that. And I think at one stage, I think maybe I looked in during army because it was like a recruitment type thing. You could get into that. But to be honest, I was not a girl that wanted to do that type of stuff. I actually really didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Well, I didn't either. Just join the army, travel the world, just do what.
But I think your story behind the reason why you joined the army is incredible.
Yeah.
And the version of you, the versions of you that would go through in multi, levels of subconscious reprogramming and keeping on, staying calm and,
Well, I literally owe my mindset to the army. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
these are all transferable skills for business.
Yeah.
All of it's just,
you God. When you leave the army, obviously it takes a year to get out.
yeah.
And the
Why does
hardest,
it take a year?
because they have to put you through all this, don't get fucked up when you get out.
Okay. So I have a therapy thing when I say, wait, did you?
Not therapy, but so you can process it and
Integration.
you do a resettlement. So yeah, resettle into normal civilian life and all this kind of stuff. But they literally give you transferable qualifications.
Yeah.
Which are ridiculous. So I've got a level 3 in working with others. Working with others. Why do I need a certificate to say I can work with others? Yeah. That is a real thing.
That's, wow.
I've got a level 3 in listing skills. What?
Is this part of
This is a real certificate in the UK.
wow. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm glad you both to hear.
So I can work with others.
Yeah.
I choose not to. But I'm qualified to.
Yeah, that's, interesting.
No.
Isn't it? It's interesting even when it comes to coaches and stuff, I watch these coaches become overqualified and they just still aren't doing the damn thing. I'm you don't end their nuts to educate. You know how to do the thing.
Yeah, but just get busy doing education so you don't have to do the actual work.
Yeah, there's just another, it's another default setting. It's another distraction. It's the other, I'm too busy learning to do the thing.
And that's all mindset as well. It's a mindset, the army. I feel because everyone's oh, you're so positive. You always look on the positive side of things. And I'm yeah, well, am I going to die? No. So it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm I've literally died almost. And I'm still here. So I'm wait, but am I going to die? No, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So now, when shit happens, I return to face it. I'm man, fine.
Yeah.
And because these two people, I don't know if you know them, Kirsty and Bo, forced me to do breathwork in Dubai. And I'll wake up and I'm all wholesome breathing in my bed before I go to start the day. I actually like it now, though.
It's crazy because when Rachel was coming into our world and she's I know I need to be around you guys. I'm pretty scared.
Yeah, well, I'm not coming to the breathwork, guys. I am not doing the breathwork.
She literally actually put that and she was I'm a business. I'm here at business. And I was we were all everyone there as well. I was you wait. She's going to get broken. She's going to get broken down. She's going to enjoy breath work and she's going to release some stuff. And then she's it's not that scary after.
Yeah, and then we're at Obsidian the other day and you were right, I'm going to do some breath work. And I was no. Don't do the old thinking. And then I was actually, no, I'm going to come and sit next to you and do it. And then by me doing that, it pretty much got Noah to do it and everyone else, because he was just nah. I was a bit and I was no, fuck it, I'll do it. And then everyone was yeah, okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, well, we always do. We do it in the middle of I do it in the middle of an airport. We'll do it in gyms and stuff like that. And it's quite funny because when we first started doing this, Noah was always I know, only God, I'm not going to do that. But now he comes in and tells you don't care. When you stop caring about what other people think about you,
yeah,
I mean, yes, out. It is a game show. You don't care. You can be that crazy person that's breaking noises. These people are past and will exorcist them. Some people Pablo, you don't let me go. What the fuck is going on?
He's do you know there's 8 people watching us? I was I could feel the energy, but I didn't open my eyes. I had locked it.
I'm zen.
It's being recorded.
I'd have to say that you did pretty fucking amazing in that ice bath. You literally chilled, loving ass ice bath. Just hung out.
I was more concerned about why Bo was trying to reconnect with the monks or something. He's I'm who are you talking to?
He's downloading.
What is he saying? And who is he talking to?
No, but we always, for me, I'm in a very deep meditative state when I'm in ice baths. I'm not even I actually, for a moment, forgot I was even ice bath because I'm in such a meditative state.
I actually was impressed because I thought you hated ice baths.
I love it.
So I didn't think that you was going to get into it. I thought you was going to be like, nah.
Oh, no.
Because I've seen videos of you going in and be like, nah.
No. Oh, that was because I was not a good state. I'm saying when I came back to Vancouver, I was in a very hardened state. My nervous system wasn't good. Had been in ice for a couple of months, and went in, and then I was like, no, but then I went back in. I did 10 minutes in Dubai. Like they do 10 minutes at a time. Like I did my first ice bath in the freaking snowy river in Canberra with ice, warm up everything, and it was the worst time of my life. It was also the switched me. That was a moment I was like, I cried so much in there. I could not feel my legs. It was literally snow on the ground, and I just sat there. And when I came out of it, I said to myself, if you can do this, you can do anything. And that was like I really feel like the change in our business as well. It's where we took it like to a whole nother level, because I believe that if I could get through that, which was for me one of the hardest, most challenging times ever. I hate the cold. I literally moved from New Zealand, I hate the cold, to Perth to being hot because I hated the cold. I grew up in snow, you know. So yeah, it's just that I love that.
Some people have never even seen snow. How crazy.
They know. Well, I'm taking all my family to Japan in a couple of weeks, and boys never seen snow. Really? Yeah, I grew up in the mountains, you know. Who's never said it?
Well, I've seen snow. I get them to the UK all the time.
Well, yeah, we're saying trial. What do you think what is one of the biggest successes you have had in life or business? Just one. I know you've got several.
I am just a warming success.
What is one like a pinpoint moment like you're like holy shit, like this is good?
I don't know. I actually don't know a one pinpoint moment, but I do have this kind of like the way I invest in run business. It's all based on energy, which is crazy. So I feel like if I feel the energy, that it's a success.
Yeah.
So like when I first bought a house in Australia, I literally put myself on my ass to build that house.
Yeah.
And then bam, it just sold for $1 million. I bought it for like $400K.
That's crazy. Like literally she was in there renovating it.
So later and to be fair, the property is a win for me because my parents bought a house.
Yeah.
Mortgaged it, remortgaged it. And then my dad refused to leave and it got repossessed and my mum's still paying it off. And now they have nothing, both of them. No property, no nothing. So for me to like move to Australia, obviously I have property in the UK as well. But for me to like build a property portfolio.
Yeah.
And then bam, I'm just liquidating Australia now. I'm thinking about Dubai.
Yes.
So for me to just be like, bam, sold all my properties and make like $500K, bam, in a year, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
how did you get to your first property?
my first ever property was next door to my mum and dad.
No.
Yeah, I know, it was crazy.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah. I don't want to live with you, but I'll get the one next door.
Wait, it's almost like you're just doing a whole like, look at me, like.
Yeah, as your iron.
Yeah, I was like, I brought this with my own money.
And then really cat decided my house was better, so you don't even have a cat anymore. I've got the house, I've got the cat.
What?
I loved it.
That is like wild.
And I was never, like, it was never on my bingo card as a kid to like drive. I was like, I don't want to drive, I don't need to. I'd rather buy a house first. It was always, I don't know why, like straight away, it was always like, I want to buy a house. So bam, like, as soon as I resolved to get a mortgage, got a house. So it was like 20 years of like property that I've been doing that.
And then you came over to Australia, you were property in Australia.
Yeah, I built a house. I come to Australia and they're like, do you want to build a house? I was like, I can build a house here? Let's do it. And then I'm like designing it all. And like, if you look at that house, it's on the internet. It's sick.
Yeah.
I was like, I designed this myself.
Yeah.
And literally I designed it myself and bam, it dulled.
What was your, when you sold that, was there a part of you that was sad because it was like a little bit of your identity in that house?
No, not really. I lived there with my ex, so I'm kind of like, lively, sure.
Yeah.
But like, I was expecting that I would have like some more emotional ties to it.
Yeah.
Like when I first rented it out was when it was harder.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, this is my house. Oh, someone else is in there. Yeah. And it was really weird to do the first rent inspection. And I'm like,
so you did your own ring inspection?
oh yeah, I manage all my employees.
How are you?
Yeah, of course you do. R.I.P. Don't recommend it. I'm still managing. Well, that's a whole other drama, tenants, mate. Well, I've actually still got one left. I haven't liquidated them all. That's permanent. I've got my nice little tenants. They're good. They call me. I help them. It's nice.
Yeah.
But technically, haven't done a rent inspection for a while there, so not good for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm always Mrs. Worldwide, traveling the world.
You need to just let go of a little bit of control and allow someone.
But why would I just pay someone to do that? I've been doing it myself.
That you don't have all the time.
This is the mindset that I'm getting out of this year, actually, like letting other people do stuff, because I'm such control freak.
But
I'm like, but I can do it better.
But you can see why.
Yeah, and I just get so annoyed. I'm so like particular. I'm professional. Like, yeah, I want everything to be like perfect.
But it's a
Like, you can't do anything as good as me. I'm the best.
yeah. But you can't get to your next level if you don't allow people to do that for you. And you know, one thing I remember a coach was saying to me, when you get staff, if they can do at least 80% of what you could do, that's 80% more than what you need on your own workload. And that's something that I've had to really do, because, you know, we've had multiple things happen in our company. We've had multiple staff coming in and out. And it has been, when we first started, it was very, very hard. You know, now things will happen. And Shivani will like message me and she's like, this is what's going on. And I'm like, it's all good. And she's like, what do you mean it's all good? Like, she's stressing out. I'm like, yeah. If things happen, like okay, no.
Yeah, she'll don't enjoy it. If you can't win out, well, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What's the point in crying over?
But then you just got to learn, get better, put more things in place, put better foundations. So, you know, consistently, like, business is, and I say it to everyone, business will expose parts of you that you didn't even know existed. Yeah. You know, and that's where you see your unhealed shit. Yeah. So you go, okay, cool. I need to fix that. I need to rough on that piece of me.
Yeah.
Because business is a journey, man.
Yeah, that's not a blessing, it's a lesson.
Yeah, 100%. And I think
we can learn from everything.
You learn from everything. Like, okay, cool, that didn't work out. Well, probably you fucked up there. And then things that did work out, elevate that.
Yeah.
Go template on that.
Noah actually asked me out the other day, he was like, oh, so how do you get into business? Or like, if you got qualifications in business? And I was like, does like 25 years experience count?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I do have some stuff, but like, who cares?
Yeah.
You don't need that stuff.
Yeah, and this is, you know, we get this to the channel, like I said, about the whole, like, you know, people just want to think and then more and more educational, more certification. Like, I remember a while ago when we were doing one of our events and someone said, you know, what are your certifications? And I was like, life. That is so fucking legend. Yeah, I'm legend. My shit that I got over. I mean, I do have a stack of qualifications about, but
Yeah, that's saying, but why?
yeah, but
No one even looks at them.
that's not what got me to Maria. That's not why I'm good with people, because I did some hypnotherapy or NLP, you know, or some breathwork. I'm good with people because I understand this shit.
Yeah.
I can see people for who they are and for what they're not saying.
Yeah, you're good at that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm good at that as well. I can see straight through your shit.
You're saying this, but you're already saying another thing.
Yeah.
You know, your energy is saying something. And I think it's very interesting for a person who's, you know, does have a really good net worth like you, who does have very established businesses, but you are still very energetic. You know, you are a lot of energy, you know, and
Everything is energy.
energy, you know, like 222, that's a thing, you know, 888, you know, all of that kind of stuff. But also, like, you know when something feels good and you go with your gut. You're like, yep, this is a fuck yes.
There's all energy. And I know the energy, like, I just feel it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I need to speak to Em more. She's like, you need to do this. I'm like, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm a little bit like, I have like this not spoken about psychic ability where I just see shit happening before it happens.
Yeah.
Like, so many times I've saved people's lives with it. I'm like, oh, that car's going to crash. I'll move over here. Look behind me, crash.
Yeah.
How would I know that?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's going to fall. Catch them.
You definitely do talk to her.
Yeah, I know. She's all over me.
Yeah.
I'm like, leave me alone.
She's such an amazing woman. Yeah, she's awesome. You know, and the things that she can pull out of people, and just like the way that she talks.
Yeah. I was even telling me with the whole 222 thing, she's like, well, do you actually know what it means? And I'm like, yeah, it's alignment for me. Like, I know if I see the numbers that I'm in the right spot.
Well, what is it?
And she's like, yeah, but there's more. I'm like, no, I don't want to know.
You're like, don't tell me.
Oh, it's actually really funny because I always get told and I always feel like, oh, I've got this little boy energy around me. There's a little boy around me. And I'm like, it's so weird because I don't know any little boys. Like, there's no family. Usually it's family members that like are with you, like a spirit guide, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's so weird. I feel a little boy energy. And then we do, like, I've done tarot and psychic readings or whatever. And they're like, oh, it's a little boy. I'm like, who's this little boy? And it wasn't until I went to Morocco and I said to my auntie, I was like, it's so weird. Things keep happening to me. Like, I feel like a little boy around me. And like, everyone keeps telling me there's a boy guiding me. Because everyone's like, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. But it's this guy. I feel like I've got a guide.
Yeah.
And this little boy. And I'm like, who fuck is this little boy? Like, why is a weird little boy? Like, where does he come from?
Yeah.
And then my auntie was like, oh, did your mom not tell you about her brother? And I was like, what? Well, apparently my mom's brother, when he was a kid, fell off the back of the bus and died. I didn't even know he existed.
No way.
He was a little kid. It gives me goosebumps. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, huh. So it is my family, but I just didn't know it existed.
Holy shit. So you just weren't, you had no idea.
No idea.
Was that just never?
And then I was like, Mom, why did you not tell me of a dead uncle that's following me around? She was like, well, obviously you shouldn't know he was following me around. Well,
Yeah.
why didn't you even tell me I had a dead uncle? She's so nonchalant. I found out the other day that my auntie has got cancer on Facebook. And then I messaged my mom and I was like, oh, my auntie's got cancer? Like, thanks for letting me know. And she was like, oh yeah, your uncle does as well.
So did you just,
A different uncle.
is she just very disconnected or?
Oh, she doesn't even speak to me.
Yeah.
She doesn't even reach out to me. When I see her once a year on a holiday, like we go on a holiday once a year.
Yeah.
This year, not planned, but usually once a year.
Yeah.
Last year when we went to Morocco, like my auntie's best friend Beck, she's obviously known me since I was a baby. She's like, how does your mum not know these things about you? I was like, she only knows what I put on Instagram. Like, she does not reach out to me at all. Yeah. She'll send me like an emoji or like my post. Yeah. But I'm just like, well, I'm not going to reach out if you're not going to reach out.
Yeah. And it's sad because, like, you know, I mean, we don't have all time on this podcast, but there's so much to unpack with that because we need our mums. Like, it's a nurturing side of us, you know? And even though, you know, well, we can be tough and all these things, but that's not what humans don't want that. You know, I've had multiple things with my mum and we're in a really good place now. It's taken a lot of time to get to that place because she also had her shit, you know? And,
well, yeah.
You know, and I'll never forget. And it's actually interesting because I just had to go back to Perth. It was my son's 21st. And we were sitting on the bed and she had a few drinks and my mum drank from the island there. She's not a big drinker. And she never was when we brought up. That's, I reckon, something happened the last 10 years where she's decided that she can drink, but I never grew up with that. And she actually said to me, you know, I just want you to know, like, I am really proud of you and I'm sorry I don't tell you because I just can't. It was my own childhood. And yeah, and it sucks and it sucks that I had to drink to be able to say this to you, but I look up to you. Like, she's like, you know, I've never had someone in my life that has given me the advice that you've given me, more than therapists, more than anyone, like, but I don't tell you because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's the thing with my mom. She's like, but you're too good for me. And I was like, well, I am not even the kind of person that would make someone feel like that. I was like, that is a you problem.
Yeah.
I never ever one time to anyone. Like, I don't even tell people what I do behind the scenes or how much I earn or what, anything. I don't tell people nothing because I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, when I meet people, I don't ask them what they do. Yeah, I don't care. I'll get to know you as a person. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But mom's just like, yeah, you're too good for me.
And then that's her own feelings because she obviously doesn't feel good enough or worthy enough. But the sad thing is because you're still the little girl that wants to mop.
Yeah, I'm like, how many times do I have to tell you that that's not true for you to still sit there and whinge about it? Like,
yeah.
And my mom, it was really funny because when I gave my mom the mushrooms, she turned into me. And I've grew up my whole life going, I don't even know how she's my mum. We're nothing alike. Like, we're not the same. I'm my auntie. My auntie is me, 100%. And there's a big gap between my mum and my auntie.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, I'm my auntie. I've got, like, my mum is just this figment of my imagination. And then mum got mushrooms and I'm like, she's B.
Yeah.
I got to hang out with me.
So she came
And I'm like, so I did get my shit from you. Yeah. But it's just so suppressed.
Yes.
In like male validation, whatever else she needs. Or, yeah.
And it's sad because if you sat down and unpacked her shit,
Yeah, that was actually really sad for me. Because I said to him, I see it. Yeah, I say it. Oh my God, I did get my personality from my mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, can we have some more of this personality, please?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. She's like this.
Yeah. And then cut off again.
Yeah.
But that's why we have to have a challenging life because we break it. Yeah. We break those patterns. And so even though you've had all the success is still stacked with other pain. You know, you first was driven to be something different.
Yeah, it's still pain as the driver, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I think more freedom now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But there's still, you know, I feel
so that I don't want to be like you, driver.
Yeah.
That's not really a good driver to have.
Well, the thing is, what I was earning gets you so far. Exactly. So what got you here will not get you there. Yeah. And that's where I think, you know, your level this year is to now learn to trust. You know, and that's not an easy thing for you.
Yeah, I don't trust no one.
Yeah, but we're going to have to change it because you want to go and Ben is multi-millions. You can't do that without having to let go of some level and trusting in them people. And you have to also know, like, you know the power of manifestation. So if you continue to say, I don't trust you, people, oh shit, blah, 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 you're going to get that. But if you just go, you know what, 80% good, fucking 20% I'm going to fuck up. Yeah, that's exactly 20. You know, then you can allow your next level of growth. And like, you've only been in We Businesses for such a short amount of time, but the amount that the change has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the collaborations that you have had in We Success with the value you have brought into other people's lives, it's just that it's your natural.
Yeah, and a lot of things that people find hard, I find so easy.
Yes.
And it's like, I can come across as a bit of a cunt sometimes because I'm just like, why are you just doing it?
Yeah.
Like, it just baffles me.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I want to do this. Do it then.
Yeah.
Why are you not doing it? Why am I crying about it? Just fucking do it. Do the damn thing, or do you say?
Do the damn thing, and the thing is, because people are so caught up in their mind.
Yeah, I just honestly don't get it. Like, I don't relate at all. I feel so disgusted.
Because from a very young age, you learn to disassociate from situations and just do the damn thing.
Everything.
Yeah. And so you have created that barrier. But again, that will only take you so far. That's why like your next level has to be to break down some of those.
Yeah.
Which, you can't be that, those walls are high for you.
Yeah.
They're like fucking chiseling. But once, like I said, when you came to Dubai, you did breathwork, you hadn't even started yet. And you started crying.
Yeah, I know. What was it? What was the song that was on?
I can't
I'm a survivor. I was like, great. Actually, this is shit.
And like,
Yeah, this fucking
she literally came in and she was like, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm just here for business. And we were all like, she's supposed to do it. Yeah. And then she laid down on the couch. She had a nice comfortable couch with us, like everyone else on the floor.
because I didn't even know what we're doing. We walked in the room and I was like, I already feel the energy. I'm getting hijacked. I'm having the couch.
Yeah.
If I'm going to cry, I'm crying on a nice couch in a fucking penthouse apartment on the 21st floor. My first breathwork, wobbly. I mean, in a penthouse.
Said, yeah, of course, your first rentals have been a fucking penthouse with us. Like,
I know.
sorry.
So grounded.
Yeah.
So hired.
Literally concrete everywhere.
No, it was fun. It was fun. I survived.
You did.
Well, I wouldn't have done it like without the people like inside Breathe and you guys. And I'm like, I wasn't even doing breathwork con. I was just lying there crying.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I was crying.
I think because for the first time you had people that genuinely wanted to invest you.
And then I'm like, I don't actually rate this. I was like, do you feel good? I was like, no, hon, I've just been crying for an hour. I don't want to cry.
You're like, where's the whole thing? Like, everyone's like, oh, I feel amazing. I don't feel amazing, right?
Everyone's like, I've had this breakthrough. And I'm like, I have nothing.
Yeah.
But what were you thinking about? Nothing. I was crying. I was just crying. And then someone would touch me, I'd cry more. And I'm like, great, here we go. And then just as I think I can breathe again, I'm crying again. I'm like, I don't even understand. And everyone's like, you're like, talk about what you had. What was your breakthrough? And I'm like, nothing. I didn't think or feel anything. It was
I just had emotion flooding and I don't know why.
I'm like, I'm supposed to have this like realization. Yeah, nothing. Yeah. I'm broken.
But not broken. It's just that you have been playing the hard game for so long. Yeah. And yes, this is why patterns show up in different ways.
Well, yeah, and I probably still didn't go into it properly.
Yeah, but
I don't trust this too. I'm not in control.
But you're exactly right. But this is why I think, just even the other day when you jumped in the chat, you said, hey guys, I'm just letting you know, like, it's not been a good week for me. Yeah. And we all knew how hard that was for you to even say that and for you to go like, this week hasn't been a good week. I want to usually say this shit, but I want to be honest, and then you had a whole community come to your age, like I have people messaging me, having you from Rachel, I'm messaging you, I'm like looking, I'm like, the line, like, oh,
MIA, don't reply. Yeah. I'm like looking at the messages, I'm like, no, not today.
Yeah, definitely do. Like, we just needed to see like a live sign up the top, like, okay, cool. But this is what, this is what it's all about. We want to bring everyone to the top with us, and we only want the best people in there that can also add value to each other, but also can do the work.
Yeah.
Because that's why we are you first, business second. Because I don't care how good you are at business. We've had multi-millionaires, billionaires, and people in their car, and the same thing.
And people in their car.
Wow, people like us. This they car, and this is the same problems. They're all looking for connection, love, and support. That is the number one driver. The reason why you're successful in business is either to gain pleasure or avoid pain. And that's what we built ourselves on. So this is why strong women like you who have built beautiful empires, cool on paper, like done amazing shit, and all this stuff. But then we're still little girls and little boys inside. And I think that's the deepest, true transformation of life is, and then be able to help other people do that.
Yeah, people always say that. I actually got a message yesterday. my friend's like, ew, Bali, your life is so cool. And I'm like, yeah, it actually is.
But it is, and for a moment, because it's your norm. Like, this is your norm.
Yeah.
And for us, it's our norm. And then other people say things, I'm like, yeah, it is pretty amazing. But also, it comes at a toll too.
Yeah.
You know, like, everyone sees this side, but they don't see all the other pieces. That's why I try to be as open as possible when shit's bad in my life.
Yeah.
Because I never want anyone to look up to me and think that they can have the side. Anyone can have it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it always gives a shadow. It's like, some days are fucking amazing. Some days are like, holy fuck, like, how are we going to get out this, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, well, thank you so much for jumping on here today and telling us all about you. If there's one thing that you could leave the audience from today, what would you say? Something that would inspire them or give them some hope. What would you say to the audience that
One thing to inspire people is just stop thinking about shit and just fucking do it. You can have whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, what's stopping you?
100% back?
Yeah. Just do the thing. Just do the thing, hun.
Just do the thing.
You're in my brain.
I love it.
Lord, though, if you want to be in your brain, you'd be like, Lord.
Yeah.
I've started being like, XOXO. I don't know why.
Yeah, I love that. She's softer.
I'm a personal brand now, but I have to watch this thing.
She's getting soft. She's bringing in all the love side of things. Like, you're going to connect. Well, guys.
Too much.
You're like, oh, simmer down. Love it. Well, that was Rachel Sutton. You can contact her. You can look at her on her Instagram. You'll find her on VIP Club. You can just look up fucking Rachel Sutton because you can't fucking just Google her. You got to find that. But thank you so much for coming on the show today. And yeah, guys, that's another episode of Spill the Tea. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Please always remember that everyone's lives are built from something, and anything that you want, you can have, you can dream it, you can feel it, you can become it. Just do the damn thing. A big love.
Thank you for having me. The tea was spilt.
Yes.